Hi, how are you? Good afternoon. So it's a bit sunny, chilly, and today I wanted to do a video on the 350cc. It's been a while since I did a video, so I wanted to highlight on this one. So anyway, our 350cc is only available in one color. It's blue in color. It's a twin cylinder. So how do you tell when a bike is a twin cylinder? It's crazy. You have to light it. There's some that are not so visible, like you can actually look at them and not tell that it's a twin cylinder, so you have to be very keen. So this bike is actually twin cylinder, and the type of twin cylinder it is, it's actually parallel. There's several types of twin cylinders. There's V-twin. The V-twin is actually like this. There's parallel and there's incline. So for this one, it's just V-twin. I don't know whether it can capture it really nicely. So it has two pistons and a different set of piston rings, which is two. So what is the advantages of having a twin cylinder engine? It's actually more smoother. It's more smoother, faster, and it can do longer trips, longer distances compared to single cylinder bikes. It's less torquey than single cylinder bikes, but it has more horsepower, more power. So that's like a plus sign. So each and every time you actually check out my 350 and my 400, they're twin cylinders, and that's a plus thing for them. This bike is 5 gears. Most of my bikes are 6 gears, but this I prefer to bring it in 5 gears. It was among the first. No, it was in the second consignment by Jincheng bikes, and we showed it in 5 gears, and we just decided to just maintain it in 5 gears. So but that does not mean it's like less powerful compared to any other bike that I have that has 6 gears. Because there are 156 gears, 186 gears, 206 gears, 256 gears, and 406 gears. So I wanted to highlight on the dashboard. So if it's very similar to the 180, so I'm going to start it up, and you'll only see the temperature sensor around here and the engine oil sensor around here. And kindly note that for the 200cc and the 350cc, the dashboard is completely digital. It's not if you just compare with my 180cc bike and the 250cc bike, the 350cc is actually completely digital, and that's super cute and dope. So just a minute. So here is the temperature indicator, and here is the engine oil indicator. So I'll just start it up again, because you can only see it when you start the bike, then it disappears. Here, the temperature sensor, the engine oil indicator. So this will show you the time, today's time. We need to you can only set the time here. Then the mileage, the fuel gauge level. So this is still a new bike. I'm not loaded enough fuel in it because I was just doing a small video today. Okay, so this is a very heavy bike, and it's around 156 kgs. And the good thing about the heavier the bike, the more stability it has. So our rear tire is 140 by 70 by 70. Our front tire is 110 by 70 by 70. So at least with that, there's more stability. And the front braking system is actually dual disc calipers. So the front discs are so spot on. And the rear braking system is actually single disc. Now, this bike and the 400cc, I prefer bringing them with a different type of exhaust. So this time round, I wanted the dual exhaust on it. I've noticed, my clients come and say, I want to do an aftermarket exhaust and all that. And when you have a bike, it's all about the feeling the acceleration, the adrenaline, and figured, you know what, let me get a dual exhaust for this one, because I haven't seen so many aftermarket exhausts that are dual. You start it, so make sure that the on and off switch are on. You have to switch it on. I forgot to highlight something on the engine oil. The engine oil indicator is supposed to come back after the mileage of 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 each and every other time. So the engine oil capacity for this bike is 1.5 liters. So we load the engine oil on this part, and the engine oil grade recommended for this bike is 20W50. Don't use synthetic engine oil on my bikes. The only grade you're supposed to use is 20W50. If you use a lower grade than 20W50, what will happen? Lower grades will actually make the intake and the exhaust valves get burnt. Some are even so extreme and severe you'll even have to replace the pistons and the piston rings. But when you use the correct grade, maintain your bike. What I always say about bikes, how you maintain it is how it will serve. So if you love your bike, maintain it the right way. So 20W50 petrol engine oil. So load the engine oil from this side. That is if you want to do it from home. Then the only place you can actually change the engine oil is from this angle, which is a bit lower. I don't know whether we are going to highlight it. It's really we can zoom in here. It's closer to where the engine number of the bike is written, just around here. So the fairings has to be removed, so that you can drain it nicely, then put fresh engine oil. So you don't even have to wait for the 1,000 kilometer mark. Probably you're taking a long trip from Nairobi to Malindi or Nairobi to Mombasa. It's good to service your bike and change your engine oil once you take such a trip. Then ensure you tighten the bolts. You're not going to be around. Tighten the bolts and make sure they assess the brake pads condition and situation so that you can be on the best side once you take your trip back to Nairobi, that is. So the other thing I forgot, I wanted to highlight the fact that it comes with crash bars, and these crash bars are so crucial, especially when you have an accident, fall, because it actually protects these fairings. Huh? Now also the side mirrors are very different from most of my bikes. They are more flexible. So let's say if a rider was coming just from behind, the good thing about these side mirrors, they actually slide front. It's easier that way. For my other models, they're not this flexible, but for the 350 and the 200, just slide it front. Actually, I rarely get clients that have the 200cc and the 350cc promoted side mirrors. They actually do slant in front, here. So anyway, another thing about this bike that I noticed, I didn't notice as fast, was until I went with one of the bikes at night. So the irony is, these full lights, they're not so visible right now, but during the dark, they actually highlight a wider clearance compared to any other model that you have. So you will not even need to add the add-ons lights, because it's so clear. You like see wider space, there's so bright light compared to my other models. This cannot be very clear when we are like doing this during the day, so let's probably test it during the night and you'll see that. Yeah, so what are the other maintenance features for this vehicle? You have to like update the coolant as oftenly as possible because it's a water-cooled bike, and you have to like the good thing about water-cooled bikes, you can like do a longer distance for a longer duration because the coolant is always there. But it's good to actually refill the coolant as oftenly as possible. Now the fuel tank capacity for this bike is 18 liters. 18 liters, that's so big. So if you're that guy that you want to like put 1,000, put 2,000, the current price for petrol engine oil is around 103 as of today. So you can do your math. 103 times 18, that's roughly, it won't even get you at 2,000 of a full tank capacity for this. And with that, you'll actually consume less. If you load it full tank, then you refill it after 1 liter. Monitor the fuel gauge. After 1 liter, you refill it. It's going to give you better fuel consumption. And right now, with everything that's happening in the world, everyone wants to rain. So kindly just subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, share this video. My YouTube channel is Nonie. Check out my Facebook page, Jincheng Motorcycles Kenya, my Instagram page, Jincheng Motorcycles Kenya, and my website, noninzuki.co.ke. So in case you have any questions, I'll just drop my digits below. So I'll see you next time when I do a different video, hopefully off-road, yeah, or a scooter. So you can drop your comments.